Hello Internet, and welcome to a video update on the Orkanaut project. Both arms are finished now, painting, sans weathering. And here's the claw arm in all its glory. I really like painting yellow, so I thought I'd talk a bit about yellow in this video. But here's the arm, and then sort of the upper arm is just metallics. Nothing special going on there. So yeah, that's the claw arm, and the gun arm looks very much the same thing. It's yellow on the bottom. The arm is going to be held sort of like this, and I imagine that light strikes the model from the upper left side. So on the top here it's done some more highlights, and it's much brighter here on the top, and then on the bottom it's much darker. So yeah, that's what we got here. And the upper arm is just metallics, much like the other arm. Yep. So there we go. The head is also finished. Might need to do a bit of touch-ups on the metal here. I see they've turned a bit yellow when I added the shade, the glaze. Yeah, so that's the head and the jaw. Might need a bit brighter highlight on the red there. Not sure. Yeah. And then the gun bits that's just metals, nothing special. Yeah, so that's those pieces. Let's talk a bit about painting yellow. Games Workshop has made a really good video where sort of the painting of the Orkanaut or whatever it's called, where they suggest this recipe, sort of the new base color Avalon Sunset, and then I don't think they used the washed Devil Mud, they probably used the new shade, whatever that's called, and then the dry brush color Hex's Pale Sun, and the glazed Lavender's Yellow. I tried this recipe on an Ork truck earlier this year, and I really liked the recipe. I thought it was very nice to work with, it was super easy, good results. But for the Orkanaut I wanted to sort of up my game just a little bit, so I've added this to the recipe, Flash Gets Yellow, to sort of get the highlights and do some sort of some shading, like here, sort of brighter down to darker. Sort of up here it's a bit brighter, down here it's a bit darker. So yeah, so I added this, and I really like Flash Gets Yellow. It's a beautiful color, works really well. So you base, then you shade, you add washes. After washes you might need to do some cleanup. After that I've done I've mixed this with this sort of in 2 or 3 steps. Actually I think I only did it in 2 steps. I sort of did 50-50 Flash Gets Averland on one go over, and then added 1 more drop of Flash Gets, and then the last go, 3rd round, just Flash Gets pure. After that you do the dry brush, and then the glaze. I really like these 2 colors. Be careful with this one. I really try to wipe my brush on a piece of paper very, very carefully. What do you call it? Err on the side of caution, or what is it called? I'd rather have too little color than too much when I dry brush with a bright color like Hex's Pale Sun. But I like this because it even adds a bit of, since it's so pale, it even adds a bit of a highlight on top of the Flash Gets, which is nice. And then finish with the glaze. I really like this glaze. It does so much. It ties all the yellows together. It adds vibrance, and oh yeah, I like this one. So this is the recipe that I'm working on, and where I'm at on the rest of the robot is actually here. I've done the yellow base color, and now I'm doing washes. Also, what I wanted to add in this video was to say that on the Orkanaut I've not used Devlon mud. I just put it here to show sort of the recipe, so that you can easily copy what I've done. If you want to make it simple for you, then just do this, like Games Workshop suggests. That works as well. But this is what I've done. Except the Devlon mud. I didn't use Devlon mud. Instead, I've used these 3 bottles. There's a guy called Lester Bursley, L. Bursley on Daka Daka, and Les has made a wash recipe where you use this Dollarownie acrylic artist ink that you can find on your in your sort of local art supply store. Liquitex Matte Medium, Liquitex Flow Aid, and he's got a video where he sort of goes through the recipe. It's really easy to make, and the 3 that I like that I've used on this project so far is black. This is a 30 milliliter bottle with 40 drops of black. This is a 30 milliliter bottle as well with 40 drops of burnt umber. This wash is perfect for Avaland Sunset. It just darkens it slightly, but not so much. I really like this wash together with this paint. These two go so well together. This is a 25 milliliter bottle with 40 drops of sepia. A bit darker. So what I tend to do is I first wash with the burnt umber, and then for the places where I want the washes to be even darker, I go over again with sepia, and if I want it even darker, I go over with black. On a lot of places on the Orkanaut, what I've done is I've actually mixed these 3 together on my palette to sort of create a wash that looks quite a lot like Devlon mud. And that's where we're at right now on the project, where I'm just the yellow is finished, and now we're just doing washes, and it's a lot of yellow to go over. I've not completely finished adding washes. After that, I'll do the highlight. And then we'll do the metals. So these parts that are sort of partially black, partially yellow, I'll clean these up and turn them completely black, and then do the metal. But right now we're doing washes, and after that we'll do highlights. But that's where we're at so far on the project. I really enjoy painting this big thing. It's going to take some time to finish, of course. I'm very happy with these washes. I can highly recommend, especially if you're going to paint something really big and I mean, this bottle was full when I started. You can see how much I've used. This is 30 milliliter. One of these is 12. So yeah, and making more of these is super cheap. Since I only use 40 drops. I mean, 40 drops might be what, 3 milliliter. This is 29. This thing. So I'm pleased with the washes. I really like this yellow recipe. These 4 paints are what I'm doing, and I like them. And I hope to finish the washes this week, so we can move on. But that's it. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, leave just post below, and I will see you later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, Internet.